Hello there. Welcome to the Conjuring Inn. How can I be of service today? You'd like to check into a room? Okay, do you have a reservation, or would you just like to book a room now? You'd like to book a room now? Okay, no problem. We always allow walk-ins. Let me just make up a file for you here. Okay, we're going to start with a little basic info. Can I please have your first name? Okay. And your last name, please? Okay, can you spell that for me? Okay. And what is the best way to contact you? Would it be something like Owl Post or Message Book or Sky Signal? Okay. And what is your specific contact for that? Okay. Now, are you a living being, a dead being, an undead being? Oh yes, here at the Conjuring Inn, we cater to the dead, the undead, and the living. We're more than happy to welcome any ghost or ghoul, zombie, vampire, witch, werewolf, as long as it's not the full moon, demon, or what have you. When it comes to making $1, we are completely equal opportunity. So, what category are you in? Okay. And would you prefer a room in that section of the hotel? Yes, we have a living section, a dead section, and an undead section. Of course, you're welcome to book a room in any section, but each section does cater to the specific needs of that category. You would, okay. How do we cater to each category? Well, just, certain differences in the biomakeup of different entities. For example, a lot of ghosts book rooms in the dead corridor, naturally, and we have certain electromagnetic settings in that corridor that make it easier for them to travel and kind of prevents them from floating through the walls accidentally into someone else's room. Being a ghost and solid objects, being able to float through them can be an inconvenience at times, so we've tried to make it a little more comfortable for all of our dead guests. So, yeah, just different little things that we do to cater to the various types of guests that we have here. So, now how many guests are in your party? Is it just you, or do you have additional guests? Okay. And how many beds would you like in your room? Even if not to sleep on, some people just like to have, one bed to sleep on and one to sit on during the day while they're reading a good old spell book or something like that. Okay. And would you prefer a room with or without mirrors? Yes, we offer that because oftentimes ghosts and vampires prefer to have rooms without mirrors. Not having reflections can be a little disappointing sometimes to walk by a mirror and not have one. So we do have the option of getting a room that does not have mirrors if that's something that one might be sensitive about. Okay. Do you require any salt in your room for protection, or would you prefer not to have salt in your room because it might work as a repellent against you? Okay. And garlic, would you like us to supply garlic in your room, or would you prefer that there were no garlic in your room at all? Okay. Now, do you have any luggage that you would like brought up to the room? Just one bag? And would you like us to bring it up for you, or do you just want to carry it up yourself? You'll just conjure it there when you're ready? Okay, do you have any familiars with you today? Yes, a cat, an owl, a toad, any kind of magical companion that might be joining you. Okay. And how did you arrive here? Did you create a portal? Did you ride a broomstick? Did you teleport? Or did you ride in on a dragon or a unicorn? Yes, we don't mean to pry if this sounds too personal. This is mostly just if you did ride a dragon or a unicorn. We do have a beautiful set of stables out behind the inn where you are welcome to stable your dragon or unicorn or what have you, and they will receive complimentary feedings every morning that you are staying with us. It's all part of your hotel package. Okay, so you won't be needing that then. On the subject of that, we do have unicorn and dragon rentals as well. If you're interested in exploring the countryside in style, as a guest, you do get a 25% discount. Yes, we allow rentals to non-hotel guests as well, but as a guest, as I say, you do get the 25% discount. Is that something you might be interested in? You would be. Okay. And would you prefer a dragon or a unicorn? Okay. And what time would you like that ready for you? Yes, the stables are open until 3 a.m., so anytime between 7 a.m. and 3 a.m. you can borrow a unicorn or a dragon. We do request that they be returned by 5 a.m. so they get a few hours of sleep in, of course. Okay. And how many days would you like that available to you? Yeah, we try to give guests the same animal every day. It kind of helps you develop a bond with that particular animal so that, should an emergency weather situation arise or something like that, the animal is more familiar with you and you're familiar with the animal. And it just helps prevent a lot of unfortunate mishaps, so. Okay, no problem. Now, if you're someone who eats, we do have a wonderful 5-star restaurant and cafe, as well as a tasty little dessert nook. And we call it the dessert nook because it's right next to our complimentary library. You can just cozy into the little nook with one of these spell books off the shelves. You do not have to sign the books out, no. You can just take one right off the shelf and settle into the dessert nook with something tasty. We also have a beautiful ectoplasm pool and spa on the premises to aid in all your relaxation needs, and that is complimentary with your stay. There is no need to register or check in for that. And we do have a spellcasting gymnasium as well, because even though you're not at home, that's no reason to let your spellcasting go unpracticed. Yes, it's lined with safety netting, so any spells that you practice in there will stay within the gymnasium, and they won't bother any of the guests or anything else in the inn here. And then on the south side of the inn, there is a beautiful balcony. So if you or any of your members of your party are not sensitive to the sun, it's a wonderful place to go and watch the sunset. And because of the way the wind shear hits the balcony, it's also a terrific spot for vertical broom takeoffs if you decide to go for a little flight in the countryside. Now, how long would you like to book this room for? Okay. That means that you're going to be here for our annual All Hallows Eve ball. And this is basically the social event of the season. Anyone who is anyone will be joining us on All Hallows Eve at the All Hallows Ball. All the most famous witches and vampires and demons and werewolves. They're not always able to attend because if it's on a full moon, we of course can't have werewolves running around eating our guests. But this year, Halloween falls near the half moon, so the werewolves are able to come this year. It's always nice when they're able to join us, and I highly recommend that you check that out. It is free with your room. It's complimentary, so you won't have to pay an entrance fee since you're already a guest of the hotel. And there will be great food, lots of dancing, and you'll get to learn what's going on, what are the hottest trends in spell work right now, things like that. It's just a great way to mingle and network if you've been looking to expand your social circle. So highly recommend attending that if you're able to. Now, how are you planning to pay for your room? Okay. I'd also like to let you know that we are running a special Halloween promo this week, so you get a free demon possession with every check-in. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and finish getting you all booked. You can head right up to your room now and start making yourself acquainted with the inn and get comfortable, okay? Thank you for choosing the Conjuring Inn, and we hope that you enjoy your stay.